Hello, now we are seeing a small concept about Norton's theorem. What is Norton's theorem? It states that a network consists of several voltage sources and current sources and resistors with two terminals is electrically equivalent to an ideal current source and a single parallel resistor. This theorem is applied to both AC and DC circuits. And in Norton's theorem, the equivalent circuit consists of an ideal current source in parallel. Now we will see the basic procedure for solving a problem or circuit using Norton's theorem. First step is remove the load resistance, and second step is find the Rn Norton resistance by shorting all voltage sources or by open circuiting the all current sources. And the third step is finding Norton's current by placing a short link on the output terminals. And finally find the load current following through the load resistor. And now we will see a small example problem. Here we can see in the first step, this is the question problem, and here we are assuming 2 ohm is a load resistance and remove that load resistance. And here we can see we have to find IN. In first loop current passing is 7 ampere and second loop current passing is 7 ampere in opposite direction. So overall current IN is 14 ampere. So now voltage sources are removed. Now we are here R1 4 ohms and R3 1 ohms are parallel to each other. So by using parallel formula, we are getting Rn Norton's resistance is 0.8 ohms, that is 4 by 5 equal to 0.8. So finally we are getting IN and Rn, and our assumed RL is equal to 2 ohm. And by using this formula IL is equal to IN Rn by Rn plus RL, we can find load current. This is a theoretical approach to find the load current. Now we will see practically about Norton's theorem. This is the circuit board of Norton's theorem, and this is the current meter, ammeter. This is the source current which is constant, and this is the input voltage, and these three are 24 ohm and 50 ohm. 100 ohms are load resistances. Now in first step we will connect the input voltage and source voltage, and here in second step this is the where we are connect load resistance, and then positive current, positive terminal of ammeter and positive terminal of the circuit ammeter is connected, and negative terminal of ammeter of circuit board and circuit is connected. And we will see the three cases, that is when RL is 25 ohm and when RL is 50 ohm and when RL is 100 ohm. So here this 4 diagram is when RL is 25 ohm, then find the IL using this ammeter, this meter, and in this case the RL is 50 ohm and in this case the RL is 100 ohm. After that find a table when RL is 25 ohm. Theoretically if we find it is 6.8 and practically 6.7. If it is 50 ohm RL, then the theoretical current is 6.7 and practically 6.5. When RL is 100 ohms, theoretically 6.6 and practical current is 6 milliampere. Now usage of Norton's theorem. It is used in several theorems to solve complex circuits that are not series or parallel or series parallel. One very useful application of Norton's theorem is solving problems of parallel generators having unequal EMFs and impedances. And some of the limitations of Norton's theorem is it is not applicable for nonlinear elements, it is not applicable for circuits of magnetic locking, and mostly it is not applicable for series and parallel with controlled sources. And here is the scientists who developed this theorem in their respective generations: Simons and Hall in 1926, and Ferdinand Mayer in 1895 to 1980, and Bell Labs engineer Edward Norton, who found the Norton's theorem last from 1898 to 1983, who was born. After his death, this theorem is known as Norton's theorem. Thank you.